Despite suffering from a gunshot wound from a recent encounter with the overwhelming number of NPA terrorists, 2nd Lieutenant Sudario refused to be evacuated and stayed at the front line to be with his men, knowing that he was the only platoon leader available at that time. His medic cleaned his wound and placed bandage on the side of his neck to stop the bleeding. It was late afternoon. 2 teams of the 77 IB under 2nd Lieutenant Tex Sudario were on the last leg of their patrol to confirm the reported sighting platoon size of NPA guerrillas in the boundary of Kalinga and Cagayan in the remote municipality of Santa Marcela. Instantly, one team of 77 IB troop gave chase while the others, led by Lieutenant Sudario, positioned themselves to support those who were engaged. Almost simultaneously, bursts of fire rang out from concealed positions in the high ground. Deadly fires raked the positions of the troops, and a number of the soldiers were hit and instantly fell in the first burst, including Lieutenant Sudario. Despite his serious wounds, the young officer rallied his men to fight and defend their positions against a numerically superior enemy. Assessing their precarious situation, he reported their predicament to higher headquarters and called for reinforcements. But after almost 2 hours of continuous battle, Lieutenant Sudario was able to establish a loose defensive perimeter and fended off repeated enemy assaults. Upon accounting, he learned that there were dead, wounded, and missing soldiers. He gave further instructions to conserve ammunition and encourage his men to fight on. As the hours passed, the firefight gradually died down. Lieutenant Sudario fell in and out of consciousness due to the fatal wounds he suffered. Lying there almost helpless from the loss of blood, he told one of his men that he did not want to be captured by the enemy alive and asked the trooper to finish him off. The soldier refused. Almost an hour later, Lieutenant Sudario succumbed to his wounds and died. Tex fought with admirable courage, defended his position, and led his men to stand their ground. Despite suffering casualties, they also inflicted serious damage to the enemy. More so, Lieutenant Sudario and his men lived up to the highest virtues of the Philippine Military Academy of courage, integrity, and loyalty to the Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2022 Posthumous Award, 2nd Lieutenant Tirso C. Sudario.